Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to our today's class. I Munjur Kadir, teacher of class 4, sector 7. So all of you welcome to our today's class and wishing you a very happy new year. Now all of you look at the teaching aid. So can you tell what will be our today's topic? Yes, our topic will be traffic lights. Finally, today we are going to learn making request and traffic lights, these two units together, whose lecture number will be 4. So, today we are going to learn making request and traffic lights, these two units together. Okay, so let's go to our main discussion.
Learning outcome from previous lesson. Students, in our previous class, we have already learned the classroom languages, the uses of S and SH sound, ask anything from the shopkeeper, know the price of anything and count the number. Discussion exercise A, page 14. So students, at first we will learn unit 7, topic making requests. All of you open your English for Today book, page number 14. Here you will see in exercise A there is a conversation between a boy and a girl. So let's see the conversation. So students, you will follow the books. Girl, excuse me, can I borrow your eraser? Boy, sure, here you are. Girl, thanks. Can I use your sharpeners too? Boy, I'm sorry, I don't have a sharpener. Girl, that's okay. Thanks anyway. Boy, could I have some paper, please? Girl, sure, take it. So, students, in this conversation, we see that here different types of request sentences used here. Okay. Now, pair work. Here in the book, all of you look, act the dialogue from activity A. So what you have to do? Make a dialogue between two students by following activity A. Dear students, I will suggest you to practice it at home. You will practice by making a dialogue by using different types of request sentences. Okay? Now, next one. Making requests, exercise C, page number 14. All of you look at the book. Actually, this is the language focus. Here I will discuss different types of request sentences with example. So all of you look. Request. So what do you mean by a request? Let's see. An act of asking somebody politely to do something. It is a request. So we can use can or could to ask permission or making a request. Or for making a request, we can also use another modal auxiliaries like may and might. These are also used as making requests. So making request informal. So let's see the structure. Making request informal. At first you have to write can. It is least formal plus you plus verb 1, and at the end you have to put question mark. So example, can you make me a cup of tea? So this is what? This is the least formal interrogative sentence. Then could, it is called most formal. Then you have to write you, then verb 1, and at the end you have to put question mark. So let's see example. Could you buy me a pen? Now we will learn making request formal. So structure, it will be, at first you have to write would you mind, then verb 1, then ing, and at the end you have to put question mark. So let's see example. Would you mind taking a cup of tea? So these are the discussion how to make informal and formal request sentences by using can, could or would. Now bookwork exercise A, page number 15. All of you go to page number 15. All of you look what is written here. Look, listen and say. Write the numbers in words. So what you have to do? You will complete the blank spaces by writing the numbers in words. You have to write down the numbers in words. Okay. So, 2 are done for you. All of you look. So, 3. So here, above underlined word, you have to write down 3. Or after writing the numbers in words, you have to underline it. So in the book, underline given, okay, above the underline you have to write down the numbers in words. So another one, 8. So these 2 are done for you. In this way you have to write down the numbers in words in the blank spaces. Okay. Dear students, you will complete it properly by using pencil. You must use pencil. No one use pen. Okay. And I will cross check the answer whether it is correct or not, whether any spelling mistakes done or not. I will cross check it in your Zoom class. Okay. Now discussion exercise B, page number 15. So students, all of you look at the book. Here it is written what? Look, listen and say. Here we found two sounds. One is Z sound and another one is Z sound. So you know that Z sound, Z is for zoo, Z is for zebra, and Z is for jeep, Z is for jump. For your betterment, I will discuss it clearly. All of you look at the screen. So, all of you look, when making the Z sounds, air is pushed down the center of your tongue and between the tip of your tongue and your top teeth. The movement of the air makes the Z sounds. The Z sound is like the sound of buzzing bees. So, what is told here? So, at the time of pronouncing Z sounds, air will be pushed down the center of your tongue and between the tip of your tongue and your top teeth. Top teeth, that means upper part of your teeth. Okay. In this way, you have to pronounce Z sounds. The words of Z sounds you have to pronounce in this way. So let's see the examples. Here, zipper, then zero, then Zeus, then zebra, Jew. So these are the examples of Z sound. Now we will learn how to pronounce Z sound. How to pronounce the Z sound? The Z sound is voiced. The vocal cords vibrate during its production. Vocal cords will be vibrate during its production. That means at the time of pronouncing this Z sound, your vocal cords will vibrate and is the counterpart to the unvoiced CH sound. Okay, so let's see the examples. If I say joker, then jacket, then Zeus, then jump, jellyfish. So these are the examples of Z sound. Okay. Now, exercise C. This is the book work. So all of you look at the book. What is written here? Read the sentences aloud. Underline the words with the Z sound. Circle the words with the Z sound. What you have to do? You will underline the words with the Z sound. So at the time of pronouncing the words which will come Z sound, you have to underline it, and which will come Z sound, you have to circle it. Okay, and you must underline or circle with the pencil. Okay, all the time, in every time, you must, if any book work you have to do, you must use pencil. So students, you will do it properly. Okay, at first you will read the instruction properly and then you will complete the book work, and I will also cross check this book work in the Zoom class. Okay. Now we will learn another unit, Unit 8, topic traffic lights. So, at first we will learn exercise A. All of you go to page number 16. So, exercise A, look, listen and say. So, this is actually what? This is actually a poem by using the three lights. So, all of you look at the book, left side of the poem, there are three lights, red, yellow and green. Okay, these are the traffic lights. So, let's read the poem. All of you also try to read. Red light, what do you say? I say stop, and stop right away. So here, so what red light say? Red light says stop and stop right away. Actually, this is the meaning of red light. So if you see red light in the road, what you have to do? You have to stop and stop right away. Then yellow light, what do you mean? I mean slow down and wait for the green. So if you see any yellow light, what you have to do? You have to slow down your car. So you have to slow down and wait for the green. If you see yellow light, what you have to do? You have to slow down and you have to wait for the green light. Then green light, what do you say? I say go, but look both ways. So what is told here? If you see green light, what you have to do? You have to go, but look both ways. Okay, both sides you have to look and you have to go. Thank you, red, yellow, green. Now we know what the traffic lights mean. So by reading out this poem, we learn what are the meanings of red light, yellow light and green light. What type of instruction should we follow by seeing the red light, yellow light and green light? We learn this. Okay. Now book work, exercise B, page number 16. All of you look at the book and read the instruction. So read the poem in activity A, write T for true or F for false. So what you have to do? By following the poem from exercise A, you have to write down T for true statement and F for false statements. That means here 7 sentences written. Which sentence is false statement? You have to write down F, and which one true statement? You have to write down T. Right side in the blank spaces you have to write down T or F, and you must use pencil. So let's start. So number 1, there are 3 lights on a traffic signal. Can you tell it is true or false? So let's see. Yes, it is true statements. That's why you have to write T. So students, all of you write down T, right side of the page. Then 2 number, a red light means slow down. So all of you look at the poem. Is it true or false? In the poem it is mentioned red light means stop and stop right away. But here it is written a red light means slow down. So it will be what? False statement. So you have to write F. Number 3. A yellow light means go. So can you tell? Is it correct? It is true or false? So let's see. Yes, it is false statement. That's why you have to write F. The next one, a green light means look both ways and go. So it is true or false? So let's see. It is true statement. So you have to write T. Okay. Then 5 number. The red light is between the other lights. The red light is between the other lights. Is it true or false? So all of you look, the traffic signals. The red light is between the other lights. No. In the picture the red light is top of the other lights. So it is false statement. So what you have to write? You have to write F. Then 6 number, the green light is under the yellow light. The green light is under the yellow light. So it is false or true. So let's see. It is true statement. So you have to write T. Last one, 7 number. The lights on the traffic signal are triangles. So can you tell it is true or false? So all of you look at the traffic signals. Red, yellow and green. These are triangle or circle. Yes, these are circles. So it is false statement. So what you have to write? You have to write F. So by following exercise A, that means by following the poem of traffic lights, you have to write T or F at the right side of the sentences, and you must use pencil. Now exercise C, page number 16. All of you read the instruction. What is written here? Correct the false sentences from activity B. Write them in your exercise book. You will write false sentences, you have to write correctly. Okay. Which one you have to write F? You have to write down those sentences correctly. So here in exercise C, one is done for you. All of you look. Example, a red light means stop. But in exercise B, what is written here? A red light means slow down. This is false statement. So this false statement, here it is written correctly. So what is correct sentence? A red light means stop. In this way, false sentences you have to write correctly, and you will write it in your CW copy. Classwork copy, you have to write down these false sentences correctly. You have to write. You will write only correct sentences. Okay. So then let's see number 2. Number 2, this is false sentence. You have to write correctly. So what will be the correct sentence? Though it is done in book, I also written it here. So a red light means stop and stop right away. This is correct sentence. You have to write it in your CW copy. So all of you write fast. Then which number? 3 number also false statement. So what will be the correct statement? So a yellow light means go. Here it is written go. So what will be the correct sentence? A yellow light means slow down and wait for the green. This is correct sentence. You have to write in this way. Then which one false statements? 5 number. So 5 number, it is written what? The red light is between the other lights. So what will be the correct sentence? The red light is top of the other lights. So you have to write the red light is top of the other lights. Then 7 number, it is also false statement. So what will be the correct statement? The lights on the traffic signal are circle. Okay, you have to write down these false statements correctly in your CW copy. Okay. Now bookwork exercise A, page number 17. All of you go to page number 17. Look exercise A. Here what is written? Look, listen and read. Write the numbers in words. In previous unit, that means in unit 7, we have already done this. Okay, this type of bookwork we have already done. So here you also complete the blank spaces by writing the numbers in words. You have to write the numbers in words. Okay, and you must use pencil at the time of writing. Okay, now exercise B. So all of you look at the book and read the instruction. What is written here? Write the numbers 1 to 500 in figures. Write them in columns of 10 in your exercise book. So I will tell you, you will write 1 to 500 numbers in figures, and you must write in 10 columns. And it is better to use A4 size page. In A4 size page you will write from 1 to 500 numbers, and you will write it in 10 columns. Okay, I think you can do it at home properly. Now exercise C, page number 17. Page number 17. So what is written here? So all of you look. Count 100 of something in your home, street or school. Write a sentence about it in your book. Here 2 sentences are written for your understanding. So all of you look at the book. You think something, 100 numbers of something have in your home or street or school. So here 2 sentences written for your betterment. So let's read the sentences. In my street there are 100 rickshaws. In my school there are 100 children in class 4. So these are the sentences where 100 numbers used. So what you have to do? You have to write another sentence by using the number 100. Below these two sentences, you will write, below these two sentences, you have to write another sentence where you must mention 100 words. Okay, so I think you can do it properly. As this is the book work, you must use pencil. Okay. So students, learning outcome from today's lesson. So let's see what we learn from today's lesson. So from today's class, we have learned the importance of communication. We have learned the importance of communication, how to communicate our feelings or expression, or how can we use request sentences. These are the communication. Then we also learn to make request sentences, I have already told. Then we have also learned the pronunciation of Z sound and J sound. Okay. And we also learned the meaning of each colors of traffic lights. Okay. So from unit 7 and 8, we have learned these things.
So students, I hope you have already learned today's class and you have understood all the things clearly. Even then, if you have any confusion or hesitation, you will ask in Zoom class. I will try to make it understand. Now, all of you look at the board. Homework. So what will be the homework? Learn the given lesson from unit 7 and 8. This is the homework. What you learned today, you have to practice it at home. Okay. So our class is up to this. All of you try to be safe, try to be good at home. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.